Hey friends, it's time for another episode of Level Up on Grammarly's YouTube. This is the series to help you with all of your writing and communication needs. This video is about simple present tenses, something that is critical to understand in writing. Before I begin, consider subscribing to our channel for more writing support and to give this video a like if you found it helpful. And before you go, make sure you visit Grammarly.com to see how you can download free communication assistance today. Okay, school is in session. The simple present is a verb tense with two main uses. I use the simple present tense when an action is happening right now, or when it happens regularly, or unceasingly, which is why it's sometimes called present indefinite. Depending on the person, the simple present tense is formed by using the root form or by adding s or es to the end. Let's take a look at 3 examples. I feel great. Pauline loves pie. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. The other is to talk about habitual actions or occurrences. Here are 3 more examples. Pauline practices the piano every day. Miss Jackson travels during the summer. Hamsters run all night. Typically, when you want to describe a temporary action that is currently in progress, you use the present continuous. For example, Pauline can't come to the phone right now because she is brushing her teeth. So you may be wondering, how do I form the simple present? In the simple present, most regular verbs use the root form, except in the third person singular, which ends in s. In the first person singular, it is I write. In the second person singular, it is you write. In the third person singular, it would be he, she, it writes. Note the s. For the first person plural, it is we write. For the second person plural, it is you write. And for the third person plural, it would be they write. For a few verbs, the third person singular ends with es instead of s. Typically, these are verbs whose root form ends in o, ch, sh, th, ss, gh, or z. In the first person singular, it is I go. In the second person singular, it is you go. In the third person singular, it would be he, she, it goes. Note the es. For the first person plural, it is we go. For the second person plural, it is you go. And for the third person plural, it would be they go. For most regular verbs, you put the negation of the verb before the verb. For example, she won't go, or I don't smell anything. The verb to be is irregular. So for the first person singular, it is I am. In the second person singular, it is you are. In the third person singular, it would be he, she, it is. For the first person plural, it is we are. For the second person plural, it is you are. And for the third person plural, it would be they are. Now that we have these examples and definitions in mind, let's look at how to make the simple present negative. The formula for making a simple present verb negative is do/does plus not plus the root form of the verb. You can also use the contraction don't or doesn't instead of do not or does not. Some examples of this would be Pauline does not want to share the pie. She doesn't think there is enough to go around. Her friends do not agree. I don't want pie anyway. To make the verb to be negative, the formula is to be plus not. This in practice looks like, I am not a pie lover, but Pauline sure is. You aren't ready for such delicious pie. Moving on, the formula for asking a question in the simple present is do/does plus subject plus root form of the verb. Let's look at 2 examples of this. Do you know how to bake a pie? How much does Pauline love pie? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Level Up. For more on simple present tense and more writing support, check out the Grammarly blog. But before you go, I want to suggest visiting Grammarly.com to see how you can get instant writing support and communication assistance today. Thanks for watching.